So when you study the Hebrew alphabet and you study the history of the alphabet, or the Odiot, as they call it, right? You've got ancient Hebrew, you have Paleo Hebrew, and then you have modern Hebrew, or Aramaic. But when you actually do studies, you find that these are lies. The modern Hebrew, or Aramaic, it's not Aramaic or Hebrew. It's the language of the Chaldeans. When you read Daniel chapter 1, it specifically talks about the besieging of Israel, and the Israelites were taught the language of the Chaldeans by the chief eunuch. Here's a very interesting picture of some ancient hieroglyphs and ancient letters. And I want to look at this one. It says Chaldaic. It's not even Hebrew. It's the language of the Chaldeans. Paleo Hebrew apparently is also the letter of the Phoenicians. However, if you study, you know that the Phoenicians write from left to right, while the Hebrews write from right to left. That's the biggest difference that you can see between the Phoenicians and the Hebrews. This is the Paleo Hebrew alphabet if you write it from right to left. It's the Phoenician alphabet if it's written from left to right. Get that one through. But however, you see up here where it says the Chaldaic letters, what looks like modern Hebrew today, it's an interesting one. Very much interesting. I'm over here in the Strong's Concordance, and you look in the back of the older one. When you look in the newer Strong's Concordance, it does not say this. Hebrew and Chaldee Dictionary. Look at the letters. Modern Hebrew is not Hebrew at all. It is the language of the Chaldeans. It is Chaldaic. So if you read into the book of Jasher, and you read the introduction, it talks about a scholar that locked himself away, okay? It explains about the besieging of Israel. It tells you that the Chaldeans, or the Babylonians, wanted more knowledge. And what did they hear? The Hebrews, the Israelites, they have knowledge that we don't know about. And so they asked them for a book. They asked them for their knowledge. And, well, the Israelites refused. They refused, and the Chaldeans were angry. They gave them some knowledge. They didn't give them all knowledge. And they found out that what they got was not all knowledge. They went and they besieged Israel. Now, Israel, knowing this, a scholar locked himself away with all the scrolls. Hoping to die with the knowledge. Now, just so that the knowledge didn't go to waste and could be eventually found, he had built a wall that had treasure in it, so that somebody could find it and be like, oh, hey, let's find this. Let's dig in it. Well, I mean, kind of a sore thumb sticking out. A Chaldean soldier found this wall, tore it down, found the scholar before he passed away, along with all of the scrolls. It's an interesting introduction. I think you should read it.